definitely not the ideal mulligan for us to be getting there. But that's fine. This deck, I think, goes slow enough that that it's not going to matter that much, or at least as much as it does with other decks. So we'll see. We'll see how much this Mountain Fire armor works out for us. We'll see how much the whole N'Zoth game plan of having an actual threat works out for us. And then we'll, you know, we'll just see, well, how this version works versus the more traditional, not the Fatigue Warrior is really a traditional style of deck, but, you know, how this deck works out versus, you know, the standard or standalone, let's call it the standalone Fatigue Warrior game plan. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Do we drop the Armor Smith? I think we throw down an Armor Smith. I think why not? And then the one thing this deck does have, which I think is actually a holdover, it's a holdover from the pre-nerf, is the fact that we're running 2 Fiery War Axes, which probably questionable, to be perfectly honest. Oh. Not really. I don't really like to play with fire, but you know. We'll go ahead and get a draw going. Wow, we have our combo in hand. Unfortunately, instead of a whole bunch more, I think the one thing I did modify from the deck list that here was, this deck list also ran those, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but they're the warrior spell that you draw 2 weapons from your deck. And the idea, at least, the idea was, you know, you have a couple weapons, but then this enables you to like draw them quickly, and it also helps with overall draw. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of Wild Pyro, just because I think with all the experience from Priest that I have, generally Priest with a Wild Pyro that sticks around is usually a pretty bad news bears. Euphoric Master, have I ever reached Legend? No, I've never reached Legend before, actually. I usually get to, if I make it to rank 5+, I'm happy. Oh, this is actually kind of a scary turn. I also like to play silly decks like this, which, you know, is, you know, while it may be strong, it's definitely not going to be very efficient for laddering. I think that's fair to say. 2, 3, 4. How else do we want to do this? We could go ahead and equip the other Blood Reaver. Yeah, I think I made a joke about it the last time someone asked me about the reaching Legend was, you know, I don't have the time or the skill necessarily, but I also do get distracted by playing fun decks like this, which is yeah, which is fine. You made it to rank 2 the past 4 months. Nice. That's, you know what, yeah, if you make it to rank, you know, once you make it to rank 5 and rank 2, that's yeah, you're right there. That almost feels worse than than not getting as close. I feel like sometimes when I've made it to like rank 5 and have been trying to push a little, it feels worse than when I sit at rank 10 at the end of the month, I feel like. We'll get the extra draw here. Or get the extra armor, excuse me. Extra armor here. And then we'll take out the Raza. This is obviously not an efficient turn whatsoever, in my opinion. But I definitely also kind of think that... Oh, what's going on here? Has the game been super quiet this whole time? I feel like, yeah, it'll be louder now. Whoops. Yeah, that rank 5 to Legend push is very, very interesting, though, isn't it? Just because of no more bonus stars. Why? Why would you do that, Lyra? We were supposed to be friends. Oh, wow, this is very good for us. We have to fishies right now, right? But I think we'll draw first. This is going to be 2 plus a 3. So we're just going to go ahead and draw first. A Shield Slam. I think that's reasonable. We'll hang on to the AoE. We'll hang on to the AoE removal for, you know, when there's multiple cards on the board, as opposed to just going and, you know, burning the Sleep of the Fishes for 1 Lyra. Which, you know, Lyra was something we needed to get rid of there, which is why I don't mind the Shield Slam. So, hey, maybe there's some value in actually keeping that Shield Slam after all in the deck. That's, yeah. This is unfortunate for us. We're stuck in this kind of just, you know, pass. And this is one of the good things. I mean, we've never really run into issues where we can't play anything. But, oh boy. There we go. There's a nice Direhorn hatchling. Now we can do something proactive. Even if this just eats a Shadowword Pain, it's not the end of the world for us. Simply because we know we will be able to then bring things back with the N'Zoth. And because we have the double Dead Man's Hand with at least one Cold Light, if we're able to get a little bit more cycle going on here, we can definitely... I'm definitely okay with playing a Dead Man's Hand with a N'Zoth in our hand. That's definitely a nice high priority target. But our deck is way too big to be worrying about a Dead Man's Hand play at this point. Oh. I'm really expecting our opponent to have a Shadow Word Pain, because I know whenever I play Priest, one of the things I really mulligan hard for is Shadow Word Pain. So maybe they don't. Maybe they're looking for a potion that's going to give them some sort of polymorph to get rid of this. That would stink for us if one of the 3 Death Rattles we have in our deck gets polymorphed, but that's okay. We could still manage, especially if our priest opponents here does not have... If our priest friend here does not have their Shadowreaper Anduin readily available. If it's somewhere at the end of their bottom of their deck, we could be laughing. There we go. There's that Shadow Word Pain. Came from the middle of the hand, I think. Would we Battle Rage now? Yeah, heck yeah, we would Battle Rage. Hold on. Let's get a little bit more draw going first. Oh, yeah. And we want to Battle Rage on this, just for one. I think the cycling is okay. And how do we want to do this now? And the 4 attack is going to be awkward for our opponent, so I am going to actually attack in here. And then this is very nice as well, but then the only issue is, do we want to slam? Because we could almost, honestly, look to Dead Man's Hand sooner than later. As much as that might be a little bit overkill. We could slam ourselves, then coin out of the... And we can't coin and Dead Man's Hand. Okay. We'll hero power pass. We can build up a little bit more armor. The 4 attack's probably going to be awkward. And we might gain 6 more armor, so that's cool too. Our opponent does get the 1 card draw, so that's okay. If they keep their hand this full, we're definitely going to look, I think, to be playing... We're going to be looking to play one of these Cold Lights, hoping to burn that Shadow Reaper, just because Shadowreaper Anduin with an activated Raza is absolutely crazy. Okay. Does this activate now? Yes, it does. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I'm assuming our opponent didn't expect that to happen, but I've done a lot of Priest playing, so I knew that was coming. Okay, we clear this board pretty easily with a Sleep with the Fishes. It's just a question of, do we actually want a Dead Man's Hand right now? Because maybe we can, and then we can slam down the N'Zoth. It's probably not the most traditional way to try and win with this deck, but it's just going to be threat after threat, and our opponent's not going to have infinite resources to deal with us. We can only burn 2 cards from our opponent's hand right now. This is a 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it's a question of what else do we want in our hand still with a Dead Man's Hand. And I'm gonna say slam is not something that we want. Ooh, a Dirty Rat. No, Dirty Rat is something that we don't want either. Oh boy. 4. Let's do this. Dead Man's. Move, please. Fishies. Battle Rage. All right. That was a pretty cool turn, I think. That was kind of a ridiculous turn, in my opinion. And we'll totally see how this works out. Because now we're going to be able to N'Zoth. with no fear of this being just, you know, dragon fired or anything else, or getting hit with, yeah, and that got rid of maybe their OTK priest. So that's also double good, right? If they're trying to set up the Shadowreaper with activated 0 mana hero power. So that's very good. So we potentially had a really good turn there. And we might be able to get double N'Zoth in a single game, which is also kind of fun. Hey, Northshire. Powered shield. Powered shield. Healing of this. Oh, healing me. Thank you. We need to say thanks for that. Do you mind if I roll need? I love that. I love that. And I'm so glad this is a card that's never going to get taken out. Mind if I roll need? Oh. I shouldn't be thinking about WoW. It's not good. Oh, there's a cold light. Our opponent does not need us to give them any cards right now. The issue is I think we shuffled in a coin. That was a mistake. That I will admit it was a big mistake. Do you want a Skulking? I feel like Skulking Geist. No, they already played their Powered Shield. What other 1-drops would they have? Silence will be a 0. Let's just put some pressure on now. And yeah, being very clear, this is only some pressure as well. Oh yeah, we could have actually done a little mill damage on our opponent there with the cold lights. But that's okay. I think that's totally okay the way we did this here. There's yeah. This is fine. If our opponent wants to continue to heal our minions to give them cards, I'm fine with that. And then eventually we will actually be able to, you know, we will be able to burn some cards, or we're just going to be able to hit our planned Dead Man's Hand combo. And right now, looking at what's left in the deck, having these Fiery War Axes is just complete waste. Like we should just, I don't know. The way that this game is played out there, they're completely not needed. But that's okay. That's totally. Maybe our opponents walked away. Which would stink, because this was really a fun game. And maybe our opponent realized, oh no, they're just thinking it out. That's fine. Never mind. Shadow Word Death on N'Zoth. Big target. Big target removed. Going for that draw. Circle. Oh, too bad. Maybe our opponent knows. Maybe they're sniping. Yeah. Good luck. Oh, that's a pretty big card. Geist. Oh, we got cards for sure there. Oh, Potion of Madness. Holy Smite. Pint-sized Potion. Ooh, our opponent's a little bit closer to fatigue now, aren't they? Oh, that's very, very nice. I think we would Armor Smith in Hero Power now. Because I don't need more Armor Smiths. Like, Armor Smith is not something I want to save for the next Dead Man's Hand. So I think it's something that we really just want to go ahead and get rid of right now. So, yeah, I think we're happy with doing this the way, you know, doing this the way that we have right now. Oh, boy. Opponents thinking through these turns. That was one of their really big AoEs. They're going to have a Holy Nova still. They'll have... I don't know what else. They'll have a Doomsayer, sure. There's no doubt about it. A lot of these Highlander Priests run Doomsayer. Hey, our opponent wants to cycle as well. Burning and Execute? Kind of. Oh, I don't want to give our opponent their combo, though. Maybe this is okay. Maybe we start pushing a little here. So once our opponent switches basically to evil priest, then I think we want to just burn him out. Especially since we do have right now, like even with the 1 Dead Man's Hand, I think 1 Dead Man's Hand and then the 2 Cold Lights might be enough. Although our deck is still rather large, we've kind of stalled out when it comes to draw right now. Opponent draws 1, they're up to 7. We can go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A bunch of cards get burned. Novice Engineer. Just getting one. Yeah, every time they draw, they get one step closer. If we get another Cold Light or a Dead Man's Hand, I think I might go all in here. Oh, never mind. Burn 2 cards. Not enough. Not enough. Those Fiery War Axes in our deck, they were a mistake. Although if we were playing a more aggressive deck, maybe they would have been useful for early game control. But the way it stands right now, this is very much, oh boy. Are we just all in on this? Yeah, I kind of want to be. Just because it'll be awesome regardless. Regardless of the fact that it may or may not actually be the best play. Now I regret it. I instantly regret it. Yeah, we are almost out of cards. We should coin one of these. And then let's see. Was it the last card in your deck? Oh, Silence. That's a good card for our opponent to not be having there. Well, they're going to be able to Shadowreaper, but then they're not going to be able to do much else, and we're going to be able to play a whole bunch, do a whole bunch of face damage here while they continue to draw. And then we'll be able to N'Zoth as well, again. So I think we'll be in a pretty good spot right now. So obviously the one goes, one of the 2/2s goes, but then we gain more armor. Not that it matters. Oh yeah, this only costs 8. Never mind. And this isn't costing anything. Maybe our opponent can do a little bit more clearing of the board. Spirit Lash. Thank you for all the armor. Oh, they're also getting to heal and then also getting to do a little bit more clearing. Oh, top deck a Cold Light for the win. Fiery War Axe. We literally don't have room to Battle Rage right now. Should we just N'Zoth? They've already played Dragonfire Potion. They played their Kazakus Potion. This draws like the rest of our deck, but I don't think it's needed right now. I think we'll just win this way. And our opponent's Fatigue is going to be pretty nice. Unless they run the Priest. If our opponent runs the Priest class Legendary, we could be in trouble. Just for the fact that they could then shuffle our deck back in. But I think we'll be okay here. For some reason, I feel like this could be okay. Can't be another Dragonfire Potion, can it? And then whatever's left will allow us to do Battle Rage with. If there's anything left, of course. In each one of these, we just keep gaining armor. That's cool. Oh my! Oh, our opponent wanted to do that in this order. Even though it gave us a couple armor, it allowed them to do the pings the way that they did them. That's fine. Hey, Radiant Elemental. That's a cute card. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. Another Shadow Word Pain. Oh, a Silence. That's a good card. And our opponent heals back up, but this is like 2, 4, 6, 8 more damage to face, so it's over. Oh, yeah, super over right now. Okay. It's too bad we didn't have a chance to throw out the Cold Light. That was a really cool game. That was really fun. And burning that Velen was a huge deal as well.